Hello friends, this is Terry with your Aries Supermoon conjunct CHIRON report. This is a healer, heal thyself kind of supermoon. This Aries supermoon will be the biggest supermoon of all 4 supermoons that we have in a row, and the energy is building, the intensity, the chaos, the geomagnetic storms. How are you doing in this Libra Aries eclipse portal? Oh my goodness, just a lot going on, a lot of higher energetic vibrations, and even though there's a lot of good energy coming through, it can all feel like too much this season as we're entering into the fall season in the northern hemisphere, a more quiet, internal, introverted time. And this supermoon Aries conjunct CHIRON, the wounded warrior healer, it's really bringing so many of us that healing crisis energy on this full moon, as our world is facing so many challenges right now. My heart is breaking for North Carolina and all of the hurricanes, and where I live in the Pacific Northwest, we're experiencing extreme drought. We need rain, and we have not had rain. Pacific Northwest usually has so much rain, but we really need rain. And then we have those intense, off-the-chart X1 solar flares and geomagnetic storms, and this completely divisive election season, and just so much going on. How are you handling it all, and how are you feeling now? Whew, it's been a lot. And this time is a call for deep inner healing. And for me, I'm just feeling like I want to be more quiet and out in nature. I can't get enough nature therapy, and just taking the time to listen. And here's my homework assignment for you for this supermoon in Aries. If you get out in nature, try doing a hike in complete silence. And maybe even if you know the trail well, you could try just closing your eyes and just tuning into everything around you, listening to the crickets, listening to the birds, the sound of the water, and just really being here now and taking it all in. And so many of us have Chiron in Aries. If you were born between 1969 through 1976, you have been experiencing a Chiron return, where Chiron returned to the place it was when you were born. And Chiron entered Aries in February of 2019. Chiron, the wounded warrior healer who always brings healing crisis so that we can heal our deepest wounds. Chiron really ushered in that whole 2019 COVID coronavirus, and Chiron has just stationed retrograde at 21 degrees on July 26th of this summer, and Chiron is still going backwards and will continue to retrograde until December 26th. Really, for Christmas, all I want is for Chiron to station direct. And Chiron will be in Aries between 20 and 25 degrees. So if you have Chiron between 20 and 25 degrees, I know you're feeling this. And Chiron will be exactly at 21 degrees for this Aries supermoon that is stationed at Aries 24 degrees. So you can see the supermoon is going to cross right over that Chiron in Aries, lighting up the wounded warrior healer, lighting up our deepest internal wounds, our emotional wounds, our ancestral trauma, generational trauma. Even our earth is wounded now. So this supermoon will really be asking us all to go back and see if there's anything that needs to be healed. And it's as if Chiron was saying, I forgot to show you this other wound that you need to heal. And Chiron will continue bringing up these deep inner wounds to be healed all the way until 2027, when Chiron finally moves out of Aries and into Taurus. And then it will be the Chiron and Taurus people's turn. Everybody born after 1976 going into the 80s. So, get ready. You guys are next in line to be healed. And we will just be doing this heavy lifting on this supermoon, healing ourselves, healing our limiting beliefs, healing our ancestral wounds, healing our generational trauma, and really just collectively trying to heal our world in so many levels. And this healer, heal thyself energy asks you to get into a state of self-awareness. You have to be aware that you have a wound before you can heal it. And this is a time for self-love, self-care, and self-healing. Aries is more selfish about being about my needs, my own personal needs, me, mine. Aries is like the baby. So it's time to take care of your own needs, to take care of your own healing. It's really a solo journey of healing this time. And we will always repeat whatever we don't repair. So there is something that may be broken in your life, and perhaps you are in this state of repeating the same mistakes over and over again. Chiron and Aries conjunct this supermoon is saying it's time to repair the patterns and quit repeating these mistakes in your life. And it's time to break out of your old destructive patterns. And Chiron's biggest wounds are about abandonment and feeling worthless, because Chiron's initial wound was when he was just a baby, born half man, half horse. Chiron, the centaur, he shocked his mother when he was born half horse and half man, and his mother rejected him. His mother was just terrified because she gave birth to a centaur. You can imagine, as a mother, mothers always have fear that their children are going to come out wrong in some way, and for her this was just so unexpected. She could not embrace that her son was born a centaur, so she abandoned him. And Chiron was raised by the gods of light and reason, Apollo and Athena. And Chiron had this wild nature that did not scare Apollo and Athena. They loved his wild natures, and he became an alchemist, a healer, and a spiritual warrior, here to really help our world heal. And later, Chiron even opened an orphanage to help other children who had been abandoned by their mothers, and that's like a whole long story. I did a whole separate Chiron and Aries report when Chiron first entered Aries. I will drop it down in the description so you can check it out, because there's so many teachings. But we're really in a time now with Chiron and Aries coming in so strong at those later degrees of 21 degrees. When a planet gets to those later 20 degrees and beyond, it's like the planet is ripening and getting stronger. And so we are seeing a lot of orphans and a lot of teen mental health issues, like we have seen with social media affecting teens' health, and a lot of teenage suicides. So those kinds of issues come to the forefront on a supermoon like this. Take care of your teenagers on this supermoon, conjunct Aries and conjunct Chiron and Aries. And Chiron really helped teenagers to find their true gifts, to tap into their potential and find their calling in life. And we are in a time that so many people are really trying to just overcome burnout, to find their true calling in life, to do work that they love and that brings them joy. And so many people are just quitting their meaningless jobs, even if they're not making as much money. They want to follow their passion. And Chiron is the spiritual warrior who cultivates initiation and rites of passage. So this would be an incredible supermoon to have some kind of ritual around initiation or rites of passage. As rites of passage, you're also tied to Pluto. Pluto in Capricorn at 29 degrees, also coming in so strong, saying it's time to make a powerful shift, energetic shift. And so we can have this rites of passage on this supermoon where something may be ending. Maybe you lose your job, maybe your relationship ends, maybe you have to move. Something is ending, and there's a transformation that comes within this death cycle that ultimately puts you on the trajectory for a brand new cycle, a new beginning, a rebirth. We're still in that Pluto death, transformation, rebirth, and Chiron in Aries brings a rites of passage or an initiation that really spurs you on. This initiation is like the collective awakening that has been occurring on our planet all year, and I talked about this in that Dragon Woodstar 2024 reading. This supermoon calls in the power to unlock the sacred warrior healer teachings that reside deep within us. They are our ancestral healing gifts that we can all tap into and go on a quest to find your own personal divine healing. And this is why I'm so excited to teach a Reiki for Abundance class in this lunar cycle. I'm going to teach a class on Sunday, October 13th, Reiki level 1, open to anyone. You don't need any previous Reiki experience. And you receive this Reiki attunement to open your heart chakra and really increase your energetic vibration. This Reiki class empowers you to give Reiki to others, and we will be doing hands-on healing Reiki with each other. It's a beautiful, rejuvenating, healing experience. If you happen to be in Bend on October 13th, I just have 2 spots left. This is a smaller class that I'm having in my own home, in my home spa in Bend. But I also just put out my online Reiki level 1 class, Reiki for Abundance. I put that out on Teachable. I had posted it for my members only in my YouTube for the month of September into October, and that's going to go away, and you can get this Reiki online class on Teachable. I'll put the link down below. So even wherever you are, you can tap into this Reiki attunement through the power of quantum healing, and you can receive this heart chakra opening and begin a 21-day cycle of healing transformation that just aligns so well to this Chiron and Aries healing supermoon. I think I'm going to do a giveaway. I'm going to give one of these classes away for free right here, right now. If you like, subscribe, and comment why you need a Reiki class in your life, just leave it down in the comments. I will pick somebody on the supermoon in Aries, and then I will announce it in the comments here on this video. Oh, and that just reminds me that I think I forgot to mention the astrology chart winner for this Aries supermoon is Nicole Thurlow 864. Nicole Thurlow 864, you won a free astrology chart reading, and make sure to reach out to me at kamimihealingarts.com and we can connect. You can give me your birth date and all the information, and I'll get started on your reading. So I just love doing these giveaways. It's super fun. And I'm also doing a Reiki Zoom giveaway. If you go to my online Reiki class video. I'll link that down in the description with the info about the giveaway. And if you like, subscribe, and comment on that, you can win a one-on-one Reiki Zoom with me, where I meet you on Zoom and I send you Reiki healing. It's really fun. I've been doing these for about 20 years, and I love sending Reiki distance across Zoom sessions. So that is also fun. Check it out. And this moon, super moon in Aries, how are you doing with all these supermoons? 4 in a row. We had Pisces supermoon, Aries supermoon, Taurus, Aquarius was the other one. Aquarius supermoon, Pisces supermoon. This Aries supermoon is the largest supermoon, closest in perigee, the most intense, conjunct Chiron. And then we'll wrap it up with Taurus and supermoon next month. And I cannot wait to just have a normal, ordinary full moon. How about you? These supermoons are a lot of energy. But this supermoon in Aries and sun in Libra are in a harmonious trine. Gotta love those trines of opportunity with Pluto at 29 degrees of Capricorn, Mars at 22 degrees of Cancer, and this will be a massive release of energy, just sort of a sigh of relief. Just like the Sabian symbol we had for that supermoon in Pisces, relief after crisis. And this energy can really propel us forward on our big, lofty goals. This is really supportive energy. Look at your chart. Where do you have Aries, Capricorn, Cancer, and Libra houses? What's going on there for you? Leave it in the comments where those houses show up, if you have any planets. If you are an Aries, Capricorn, Cancer, Libra, this is especially hitting you. And there is an opportunity here. So let me know in the comments, and I'll give you a little mini astrological reading to know where those signs show up and how is it going to affect you based on the houses it's in. And this trine is like the carrot in front of the horse. This trine is here to motivate you. You know, trines bring opportunities, but you can't just sit on your couch and wait for somebody to come in and hand you a check full of money. You got to get out there and do the thing, right? You got to make it all happen. And so this carrot in front of the horse is trying to inspire you to move forward. This is giving you that forward momentum. You can't just wait, and you have to move towards the carrot or you're never going to get it. So you have to energetically align with the momentum of this supermoon, of this trine. And I think the best way you energetically align with this supermoon is to do your own inner deep healing work, preferably with Reiki. I love using Reiki to do my own inner deep healing work. I always say Reiki is the one modality of being a massage therapist. I've studied hundreds of modalities, but Reiki is the only one I really use for my own personal self-healing, self-love. So you energetically align with the momentum of this moon to push you forward. Get that carrot. You got to go after it. The horse can't just lay on the couch. The horse has got to be moving towards the carrot. And if you can do that, you might just receive a wish fulfillment that brings you your deepest desires on this supermoon. And Aries know how to manifest and how to receive. Aries, the baby of the zodiac, that first house, first sign in Aries, they can seem like they're a little bit selfish, but I don't think they are. I think Aries are just really good at getting their own personal needs met, because Aries, being the baby of the zodiac, a baby has to have their needs met. A baby has to have their bottle and get their diaper changed, and they can't always do it all for themselves, so they've got to rally people around them that are going to support them. And Aries is so fueled by their own personal survival. And Aries know how to get ahead because of that. And Aries are so good at making money that this can really be a manifesting money moon. If you align to the energy of Aries and you take care of yourself and you do your divine healing and you energetically align, you can go after that abundance that is always available to you. And this Aries supermoon is a time for finally getting your needs met. So if you're usually a giver where you give to everyone else, now is the time to be a little selfish. I always say a good mom is a selfish mom. If you're a mom and you're always doing things for other people, be a little selfish this month on this supermoon. Do something for yourself. Go get the massage. Do the self-care. Treat yourself, take a Reiki class. Do something to support your own personal needs. And this is a time we can ambitiously go for it. This is a good time to launch, even with these retrogrades. And I know Jupiter is going retrograde on October 9th, and you wouldn't think I'd say to go for it, but the Aries energy kind of supersedes all that, because Aries is all about going for it and beginning something new. And this first house of the zodiac, we're stepping into this brand new energetic vibration of the 5D reality where love wins. So whatever you do whatever brings you joy, and tap into your heart and make sure that it aligns with your heart energy when you move forward on your big lofty goals. And if we can align to this collective awakening that is happening, we can really have an energetic shift to step into this higher paradigm on this supermoon. And it's not too late to receive all that you desire in 2024. This has been such a good year with that dragon wood year, like I talk about in the 9-star key, but you really only have until February of 2025, February 2025, then we're going to shift into the 2 Earth star, and that is a slower moving energy, and it is going to be a lot harder to get things done, and it's going to be a lot harder to manifest as quickly next year. So if there's anything you really want to do, this is sort of your last chance to manifest it. And I find the best way to manifest what you're trying to call in is to become that energetic match to whatever it is that you desire. Let me know in the comments what you're trying to manifest, and if you believe you are an energetic match, and I will send Reiki to whatever you want. Love and money, those are always number one on everybody's list, but maybe you want a new job or a new house or a new life completely. It all begins in this energetic plane where we raise our energy. And this supermoon conjunct Chiron is an incredible time to do that energy work, to do your yoga, your Reiki, whatever helps you to align. Maybe listening to these sound healings. We created these incredible binaural sound frequencies I infuse with Reiki. We have one for the wealth DNA activation, and another one for manifesting when the stars align, and there's a whole bunch of them. I'll put the link to the list of sound healings. Even just listening to that while you're sleeping can raise your energetic frequency, and people have told me incredible miracle stories about they listened to it and then something incredible happened for them. So give it a try, and be sure to leave whatever you want to manifest with this potent Aries supermoon in the comments, and I will also send you Reiki so that you can become an energetic match to whatever you're calling in. And this is a powerful supermoon for those I am affirmations that Aries are so good at, where you just claim what you want by simply looking at yourself in the mirror, making eye contact with yourself and saying, I am blank line, and then leave what it is you want to step into on this powerful supermoon. What do you want to become? I am a millionaire. I am whatever you want. Leave that in the comments too. Leave your I am message, and I'll send Reiki to your I am message too. And a couple other transits affecting us during the supermoon phase. Of course, I said Jupiter is going retrograde on October 8th. We're also going to have Mars retrograde in December, and I'll get to that later. Those are just something to keep in mind. But Venus in Scorpio will be trine Mars in Cancer on October 8th, just before the supermoon. This is a time to really put yourself out there for love and money and homes. Venus is all about love and money, Scorpio, and then with Mars in Cancer, that's about homes. You could really find your dream home on this transit and pursue meaningful work that brings you joy right now. And with Scorpio and Cancer, those are both water signs. This is a very emotional opportunity. Emotional trine. Trines are always an opportunity. This is an opportunity for deep, soulful connection. And maybe it's with a love interest, a new love interest. Maybe you want to be dating somebody new or fall in love, or you're rekindling the flames of an already existing relationship. It's too bad that this transit falls on a Tuesday, because you really just want to take the day off and be with someone you love on this Venus trine Mars and Scorpio and Cancer. So play hooky if you can. Just get out in nature with someone you love. I could see people just gazing into each other's eyes all day long. It's that kind of romantic transit. And I think Scorpios and Cancers always have that X-ray vision for looking deep into your soul. You never want to lie to a Scorpio or a Cancer, because they'll see right through you. So maybe this is a good time to do some intuitive work, to really think about things that you want to try to figure out what's really going on. This is a good time for delving into emotions, therapy, hypnosis, dream work. Doing some journal writing would be beautiful. And do some supermoon gazing when we do have this supermoon in Aries. Just getting out into nature. It could be even in the early morning. You can really see the moon in the early morning. You don't have to stay up all night for it. To just take some time to gaze at the moon and just listen for the messages that the moon may be giving you, and perceive whatever is showing up for you. And I've been moon gazing in the early morning, and when we had that Pisces supermoon, I gotta say, Spirit was like, get up and put your crystal ball in salt water at like 3 a.m. I got this message, divine message from Spirit, and I was like, I don't even know where my crystal ball is, but I magically just got out of bed, found my crystal ball immediately, put it in a bowl of salty water, and went out under the Pisces supermoon and put my crystal bowl out there. And then I did some Pisces supermoon moon gazing, and I had all kinds of intuitive things coming up for me. And then I went back to bed and I had the most mystical, magical dreams. So I really believe in this power of moon gazing. These supermoons are really fleeting potential to tap into a higher wisdom if you can get really quiet and mindful and just gaze at the moon and just see what shows up for you. We also have Mars in Cancer trine Saturn in Pisces, and there's a divine alchemy about that transit. This is a blend of caution, Saturn, and courage, Mars, that really makes it a good time to take a chance emotionally again, because these water signs, Cancer and Pisces, that's an emotional courage. Or is it emotional caution? But you might just want to take a chance and like ask somebody out that you've been in love with, or go on a dating app, or connect with somebody at a deeper level, or just propose to the love of your life, maybe. This is a real commitment time. Saturn in Pisces, trining Mars in Cancer is a time to settle down, make house with somebody, get married, commit. And so you may, if you're single, you may just find that you want to commit to your career a little bit more and get more serious about it. And we're still in that beneficial transit between Neptune in Pisces, Uranus in Taurus, and Mars in Cancer as well. And that helps us to really step into our divine purpose this supermoon. This has been the theme of all these supermoons, is time to step into your divine purpose. Quit playing small. It's time to shine, right? And be the light and be the healer. And there could be some fated events showing up in those signs, Pisces, Taurus, Cancer, that really sets you on a different trajectory. towards a new reality. Maybe it's a better paying job, or finding your dream house, or calling in the love of your life. This is a time for downright miracles. I tell you, all these moons back to back have been so positive, so uplifting, so many trines of opportunity to lift yourself up and into your divine purpose. I hope you are aligning to the energy of these powerful moons. And could October possibly be the most amazing time for Scorpios ever? I am a Scorpio myself. This is our luckiest birthday year. I haven't seen a year this lucky for Scorpios maybe in my whole life, since I've been studying astrology since I was 5 years old. Because Scorpio has this Mars and Cancer trine, really giving us the ambition to make it all happen. And that Saturn and Pisces trine is really helping us cut through the red tape and just make it happen as well. And we're getting these fated teachers who are mentors, who are guiding us on our path. And then Venus is in our house, lighting up our sun. And this is time for Scorpios to make a wish, because it can definitely come true. This birthday, we get our wishes fulfilled. And I will send Reiki for any wishes related to all these Scorpio transits. Look at where Scorpio shows up in your house. That is where you will find your luckiest transits this October. So yes, I'm so happy to say Scorpio is going to get lucky. And this supermoon will bring us the culmination of that whole Aries Libra eclipse. It's finally coming to a completion. And the way that the moon cycle works, that Libra eclipse started on the new moon. So now we have the full moon, but it's not until this full moon completes waxing and we have that Scorpio new moon. When we have that Scorpio new moon, it's like the roller coaster ride of that whole Libra Aries axis is over, and you can finally get off the roller coaster ride. I know if you're an Aries or Libra, you've been feeling the roller coaster ride's been pretty intense, and now you get to get off the ride and just live your life, and it's over. But next we'll move into the Pisces Virgo nodal axis. So if you have North Node, South Node, Pisces Virgo, or you are a Pisces Virgo, wherever those show up in your chart, let me know in the comments, because that's where we'll be feeling the next eclipses of 2025. And when we bring in that Libra sun to the mix of this supermoon, where we just had that eclipse, we can add a real relationship element that is saying, is this relationship fulfilling my own personal needs? And what do I need from this relationship to have my own fulfillment? And so, especially useful to think about these questions if you're single and you're calling in somebody new. Make sure that you write your list of what you desire in a person, thinking about your own personal needs, not just like if they're handsome or what they're like, but how is this person going to benefit your personal needs? And that's what, if you've ever made that list to call in your ideal partner, trust me, it works. And now I'm just going to read the Sabian symbol for 24 degrees of Aries. It's blown inward by the wind. The curtains of an open window take the shape of a cornucopia. And the keynote here is an openness to the influx of spiritual energy. Abundance is brought to its physical fruition, operating at a spiritual level. And the wind blows through the open mind window and brings into the house of personality a promise of more than material potency. The wind blows from a region of high pressure to one of low pressure, and as the window curtains are blown inward, the individual consciousness represented by the house is receiving a more concentrated influx of spiritual energy, enabling this consciousness to extend the scope of its awareness and creative expression. Inner growth demands not just an open mind window, but one able to provide a container for such a spiritual harvest. This cornucopia shape of the curtains is molded by transpersonal forces. Maybe this is a good supermoon to open your windows and listen to the sound of the wind coming in. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.